Good day, everyone. So today's discussion will all about NTFP or non-timber forest products. So what is NTFP? NTFP are services produced in any forest. All non-wood products can be used by humans without destroying the trees and naturally produced in the forest. NTFP includes berries and fruits, wild mushrooms, honey, gum, spices, nuts, moss and lichens, ornamental leaves, plants used for pharmaceutical and cosmetic purposes. People are using NTFP every day and they don't even think about it. Most medicines, including ginseng and other roots, need to be harvested in the wild. Indigenous people around the world have a long history of using NTFP in their daily lives. Forests are also home to many types of non-timber forest products, and that will be discussed afterwards.
Tannin yield plants. Tannin, commonly known as tannic acid, is a group of phenolic chemical found in woody, flowering plants that act as herbivore deterrents and have a variety of industrial uses. Tannins are stored in vacuoles within the plant cell as secondary metabolites, which protect the other cell components. They have a property to tan animal skin to convert to leather or hide. Conversion imparts resistance to water, heat, and abrasives. They can be extracted using water, acetone, or alcohol mixture. Uses of tannins. Tannins are employed in photography, as mordants in dyeing, to clarify wine and beer by precipitating proteins, and as estrogens in medicine.
Here are the classification of non-timber forest product or NTFP for plant origin. First classification is edible plant. It is an organism of vegetable kingdom suitable by nature for use as food, especially by human beings. Not all parts of any given plants are edible, but all parts of edible plants have been known to figure as raw or cooked food. So, ang edible plant, mo na sila ang ginagamit nato or ginakonsume. For example, ginasago nato sila sa pagkaon, ginakaon nato or ginagamit nato as perfume or ginagamit nato as medicine, pantamba sa itong mga samad or sa itong mga sakit. Muna siya ang mga example sa edible plants. First example of edible plants, spices and condiments, applies to such natural plant or vegetable product or mixture thereof used in whole or group form, mainly for imparting flavors and aroma, pungency to food, and also for seasoning of foods and beverages like so. Example, salt and black pepper, garlic, onion, soy sauce, and vinegar. So, ang gamit sa spices is muna siya naghatag og dako nga part sa atong kitchen, especially pag magluto ta. Ang spices muna siya maghatag og flavor or lasa sa atong pagkaon. Dili lang siya maghatag og flavor or lasa sa atong pagkaon, but maghatag po siya og nutrients na good para sa atong health. Tapos, pwede po siya nimo siyang gamiton as mag-preserve sa atong mga pagkaon para dili siya madali mapanos. Next is use sa condiments. Ang use niya is mag-add siya og flavor sa pagkaon, bali i-enhance niya ang gihatag na flavor o lasa ni spices. Second example of edible plant is ang medicinal plant. Ang medicinal plant is muna siya ang traditionally na ginagamit ito sa balay, especially pag masakit ta or mga samad ta, pag wala tayo kwarta, pampanto sa doktor, pampacheck up. Kini siya nga mga tanong, pwede naman siya gamitin sa balay, pampatambal sa imo. For example, kini ang palaya. Dahon sa palaya is, pwede naman siya gamitin as pampalower sa imong blood pressure. Tapos, second is ang tawa-tawa. Ang ugat sa tawa-tawa is, pwede naman siya gamitin as kanang tambal sa dengue pag papakan kag lamo, kanana. Ang uses sa medicinal plant is muna siya ang home remedies na mga Pinoy. Di lang kita mga Pinoy, but also ang tagalaing mga lugar. Aside sa mga medicines na gina-process sa mga machine, ang kining medicinal plant is muna siyang natural way na ginagamit nato sa balay pag masakit ka. Third example of edible plant is aromatic plant. Ang aromatic plant is mo sila katumatanong na isog kay baho or pwede naman siya gamiton as medicine gapon or perfume. For example is mint. Ang mint is common na siya ginagamit sa ginasagol sa Vicks or sa haplas. Second is ang lavender. Ang lavender is common na siya ginasagol sa sabon or sa mga perfume. Daghay uses sa aromatic plant. For example, gina-add na siya sa paghimog perfume, ginahimo siyang insect repellent, pesticides, gina-add na siya sa mga cosmetic product, etc. Fourth example of edible plant is fatty oil. Fatty oil is muna sa katong mga fixed oil, kadili na sila may evaporate, tapos pare-pareharin na sila sa katong sa animal oils. Kaso sa plants lang na siya makuha, for example, sa palm oil, coconut oil, sunflower oil, tapos ang uses sa fatty oil is gina-consume ni siya sa food application, industrial application. For example, ginahimo ni siyang butter, margarine, salad oil. Tapos gina-add po ni siya sa mga sabon, sa mga personal care products, etc.
Oleoresin is a natural or artificial mixture of essential oils and a resin. Oleoresins are semi-solid extracts composed of resins and essential or fatty oil, obtained by evaporation of the solvent used for their production. Naturally occurring oleoresins are also known as balsams. Oleoresins are prepared from spices such as the following:
basil, capsicum, paprika, cardamom, celery seed, cinnamon bark, clove bud, fenugreek, fir balsam, ginger, yambu, labdanum, mace, marjoram, nutmeg, parsley, pepper, black, white, pimento, allspice, rosemary, sage, savory, summer, winter, thyme, turmeric, vanilla, and West Indian bay leaves.
And it is also similar to perfumery concretes. It obtained especially from flowers, and to perfumery resinoids, which are prepared also from animal secretions. In conclusion, oleoresins are used as flavors in perfumes. Some are used medicinally.
Fiber is thin, thread-like structure that combine to form animal or plant tissue, or a thin, thread-like structure made synthetically or from minerals. Fiber belong to another important class of polymer. They are the strongest of the three different types of polymer. Example, plastic, rubber, and fiber. Fiber are obtained from the tissue of some trees. Most of such fibers are coarse and are used for rope making. However, the fibers of Calotropis spp is fine, strong, and silky, which is used for making fishing nets.
These are the categories and examples of non-timber forest products. The number one example of food product is wild raspberry, also known as a peanut or tungaw-tungaw. Philippine wilderness grows abundant prickly shrubs that grows up to 6 feet that bears whitish tiny flowers, red fruits resembling that of raspberries. The fruit is hollow with a tangy strawberry taste. Local chefs and bakers have been using it in both sweet and savory dishes in the past few months. It can also be processed into juice, jam, and wine. According to Dr. Nicomedes P. Elazar, BAR Director, sa peanut is also processed into vinaigrette for salad dressing, tea from its leaves, and as food flavoring. Products like sa peanut that are unique to the Philippines, particularly to the wilds of Mount Banahaw in Quezon and Laguna, really need a big boost in research and marketing support from the government. The Philippine raspberry grows mostly in the wild along cliffs and overhangs, along with tall grasses and bushes. The number two example of food product is screw pine in the Pandanus species. You often see them in rainforests and even along mangrove forest. The screw pine is unmistakable with its roots suspended in mid-air like slits. The trunk is shrubby, growing up to 9 meters long, and the leaves are stiff and have saw-like edges. The fruits are round and rough, like those of pineapples, that turn from green to red or orange when ripe. In the Philippines, as far as 1837, water from cuts made near the base of the trunk used to stimulate urination, headache, arthritis, and stomach spasms.
In the Philippines, leaves are popularly used in the cooking of rice, imparting a pleasant fragrance and flavor. Leaves are also used to flavor ice cream and sherbets and used in cooking bread for its nutty flavor. Screw pine grows mainly along the coast of Madagascar, southern Asia, and the southwestern Pacific Islands. The third example of food products is bamboo shoots. Yes, bamboo is edible, but only bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots are young bamboo that have just sprouted from the ground. These conical, creamy-colored tender shoots are cut from the bamboo plant when they're about 15 centimeters long. They have a mild flavor and crunchy texture and are widely used to bulk out Asian stir-fries, soups, and other dishes. Bamboo grows easily and quickly in almost any soil type. The next category is spices and condiments, and number one on the list is cinnamon. Cinnamon is a known medicinal herb and spice that lowers cholesterol level and prevents heart diseases and diabetes. It contains vitamins and micronutrients, as well as several antioxidants. In addition, cinnamon plays a significant role in local industries for food flavorings and other related products. Cinnamon's essential oils, like eugenol and cinnamate, have a sweetly aromatic fragrance and bestow a host of beneficial properties. Widely used in traditional and historic medicines, numerous studies have shown it to be effective in treating several ailments, including diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and neurodegenerative disorders. The plant is indigenous to the Philippines, where it grows best in forests at low and medium altitudes that sometimes ascend to 2,000 meters. The number 2 example is bay leaves. The Laurus nobilis, commonly known as the laurel tree, is an evergreen plant with large, shiny green leaves native to the Mediterranean region. The laurel tree can grow up to 30 feet tall. Bay laurel both leaves, the essential oil, is widely used as a spice and flavor in the food industry. The dried leaves are used as a seasoning for pies, soups, sauces, marinades, stews, and pickles. Laurel is native to southwestern Asia and southeastern Europe. However, over time, the tree has expanded to North America and other parts of the world, including Iran. 3 is turmeric. While this spice is typically recognized by its bold yellow color, a relative of the ginger root is heralded for its many health benefits and color-dyeing capabilities. Extensive research and clinical trials indicate that curcumin, the primary bioactive constituent of turmeric, is a powerful natural antioxidant and anti-inflammatory that leads to the improvement of cardiovascular health, digestive health, brain, liver, lung, and kidney function, joint inflammation suppression, allergy prevention, reduction of high blood sugar and lipids, strengthening the immune system, and cancer prevention. Turmeric has a warm, bitter taste and is frequently used to flavor or color curry powders, mustards, butters, and cheeses. Turmeric has its origins most likely in India, but today it is common throughout Southeast Asia, China, southern Australia, but can be found in most tropical regions of the world. It is a widely cultivated plant throughout the tropics.
Hi, I'm Sir Michael Nituda, 22 years old, BS Forestry. So now, let's talk about incense woods, essential oils, plants, insecticides, medicinal plants, and wild plants. So let's start here in incense woods. Incense is aromatic biotic material that releases fragrant smoke when burned. Biotic material is apil na diha ang carbon. So mo ni sila katong kuan na kahumot no ng mga kahoy. Pag imos ng sindihan mo kuan ang kahumot. Gawas no. I have example here lapnisan no. Example akong lapnisan. Ang uban familiar no. Sa humot ng lapnisan, masindihan siya. Ang citrus plants and cinnamon. Their uses Incense is used for aesthetic reasons, like religious worship. So, na mga uban na lang pag-worship, no? Magamit sila kuan, incense. Magpaso-aso sila ng mga incense wood. Or mga therapy, meditation. Na makita mo sa mga salida na sila ng mga Shaolin. So, na sila gunitan ng mga tukog ng mga kuan. Di nila pasohon. No? So, mga plants, mga wood, mga incense. And ceremony, it also be used as a simple general or insect repellent. So, kuha po siya sa mga insect. Sa pala anak kay neem tree, no? Ang neem tree kay insect repellent na siya. So, pampahawa po, no? Pambugaw sa mga insects. So, ang mga traits, the air pollution in and around various temples has been documented to have harmful effects on health. So, kani siya, although na siya use, although ginagamit siya, pero nagyapon siya yung mga harmful gyapon siya sa health sa tao. Kaya kung ikaw mga smoke, mga aso, na pag ma-inhale na sa tao, lagi siya cause sa respiratory system. So, mga na siya. May ubad ng allergy, sobrang puti kay kabaho, humot maron. So, napod siya effect sa health.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, classmates. I'm Shelly Ime. Today, I will explain my assigned topic, the animals and animals product, and the miscellaneous products issues in non-timber forest product management.
Animals in animals product and the miscellaneous product issue in NTFP management. What are the products from animals? Pig. Pork is most widely meat in the world. People eat many different products such as bacon, sausage, and pork chops. In addition to pork, several variable products come from swine. These include insulin and regulation of diabetes, valves for human heart, surgeries, thread for shoes and clothing. Swine byproduct are also important parts of their products such as water filters, rubber, antifreeze, certain plastic, floor waxes, crayons, chalk, and adhesive fertilizer. Next is cattle. Beef cattle provide different cuts of meat that many of us eat every day. There are many different dairy products such as milk, cheese, yogurt, butter, and ice cream. When dairy animals can no longer produce milk, they are often used to meat, primarily in the form of ground beef. Tallow is a fat from cattle that is used in wax paper, crayons, margarine, paint, rubber, lubricants, candle, soap, lipstick, shaving cream, and other cosmetics. Leather comes from the hide of animals. It is used to make wallets, purses, furniture, shoes, and car upholstery. Leather can be used made from the skin of pigs, cattle, sheep, goat, and exotic species such as alligator. Next is poultry. Meat from chicken can come in many different forms such as barbecue, wings, nuggets, boneless, roasted, and fried. Eggs are used for production and therapeutic vaccines and are beginning to be used for production of antibodies and the pharmacological proteins. Some lesser-known members of the poultry family includes turkeys, ducks, geese. We use all three of these animals for the meat production. Turkey is growing in popularity as a lean protein and alternatives products such as turkey bacon and sausage. Sheep produce a widely variety of items that people use, like cows. Sheep produce milk that is safe for people to drink. This milk can be made into cheese, yogurt, and various of dairy products. It can provide meat in the form of lamb, which is from animals less than a year old, or mutton, which is from animals older than a year. Wool is one of the most commonly known products from sheep. Wool is a sheep hair that is shaved off during heat weather. Goats. Meat from goats is a type of red meat and can come many different cuts from the animals. Goats can also produce milk that can be made into cheese, yogurt, soap, and baby formula. Goat's milk is good replacement for babies who are allergic to cow's milk.